Hello, welcome to Anime Mystics. I'm Roman, and tonight I am watching Made in Abyss episode 11. There's only 3 episodes left, counting this one. I kept saying there was only 12 episodes, mainly because the site I was downloading from only had 12. I think, or at least I only saw 12. When I went back, they had 13, so I downloaded that one too. See, last time, I think they're in the 4th layer? Yeah, I think they're in the 4th layer. It was a pretty brutal episode. They ended up, they're going through the layer like any other. Talking about, all the different things they're seeing. And then they get confronted by some kind of like a buffalo type thing. / porcupine. Its fur is able to make spikes that are poisonous. Its reflexes are really good because they tried to get away, but it was following them everywhere they went, and whenever they tried to trick it, it wouldn't work. Reg was pretty hesitant to use the beam that he's been using the last few times because he goes unconscious for 2 hours afterwards. Like 10 minutes after. It ended up ripping through the bag they had with all their stuff. They dropped the pickaxe weapon in the water that they were in, and they couldn't get to it because this creature was blocking it off. It charges, and Reg blocks it for the most part, but it does get Rico in the hand. Basically going right through. So now she's poisoned. They get away. They use his grappling hook arms to go up to a higher level. Unfortunately, in this layer, when you start ascending, you basically bleed out of everywhere. Eyes, ears, mouth, nose, everywhere. It didn't happen right away. And they tied off her hand, from the wrist around here, to stop the bleeding, and I'm assuming also to keep the poison from spreading any further into her body. It was a good idea, but had really bad side effect. Sort of. In that her hand swelled up to the size of her head. Couldn't touch it because it was in a lot of pain. She's bleeding everywhere, and she basically tells him that he has to cut it off. I assumed, when she said that she was telling him to cut off the glove. I think I even say, oh yeah, get rid of the glove so it doesn't cut off even more circulation, and, makes it even worse. But no, she was talking about the hand. She wanted him to cut the hand off. Told him that he'd have to break her wrist so that the bone would be a lot easier to get through, because, if it's broken, you don't have to cut through it. It's already broken. So he broke her wrist, got a knife, and started cutting through her hand. Or her wrist, I should say, from right here. Then she passed out. And it looked like she was dead. And then this other creature, person creature thing, kind of looks like a rabbit, but walks on 2 feet. Was telling him, look, okay, she's still alive. She's still got a pulse. You're just going to have to breathe air into her. Basically, CPR. Walks him through the steps. Just kind of blow into her mouth. Kind of like you're kissing her, but blowing air in. I mean, he could have gave him all the steps to begin with, but he's like, okay, now close, pinch her nose. Okay, tip the head up, like the chin up. To open the airway, keep the air from coming out of the nose, all that stuff. Then breathe in. Started breathing again. And then it's like, okay, well, we can go to my place and we can save her. And the hand. Assuming they're just going to have to drain whatever blood is in the hand and they're going to sew it back up. That's the only thing I can assume. Unless they have some kind of magical healing ointments down there that'll just heal it right up. I don't see any other way. But yeah, it ends when they get to this creature's house. Reg was a little worried because it was going a little further up into the layer, and he was afraid that it would hurt her more since she was already bleeding. And it tells him, you don't have to worry, the curse is not here right now. I don't know how that works. I mean, is it only certain times that the curse affects you? Or does it just not go anywhere near this creature? I don't know. But yeah, looking forward to seeing what happens. There's only, like I said, 3 episodes. The last one, from what I've been told, is about an hour. I think it's actually like 48 minutes. Because, on TV it's an hour because of commercials. But there's no commercials here, so I'm thinking 45 to 48 minutes. But, get into this. The video is going to be over here. And the link to the reaction is going to be in the description down below. And we're going to start this episode in 3, 2, 1.